Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is holding you back either. It has always been you versus you. Every morning you wake up with two choices. You can move forward, or you can stay exactly where you are. No one else makes that decision. Not your boss. Not your family. Not the economy. You do. The hard truth is this. Most people blame circumstances because it protects their ego. It feels better to point outside than to look in the mirror. But growth never starts outside. It starts with ownership. You say you want more money, but you avoid learning new skills. You say you want respect, but you show up late and unprepared. You say you want a better body, but you skip workouts when you feel tired. That is not bad luck. That is a pattern. And patterns are built by repeated choices. Every small decision compounds. Every excuse compounds. Over time, the gap between who you are and who you could be becomes wide enough to feel permanent. Discipline is not about motivation. Motivation changes with mood. Discipline stays when mood disappears. When you rely on motivation, you wait to feel ready. When you rely on discipline, you act whether you feel ready or not. The version of you who wins understands this. The version of you who loses waits for perfect conditions. You are not competing with your neighbor. You are not competing with people online. You are competing with your own habits. The only real opponent is the part of you that wants comfort over growth. That voice tells you to sleep in. That voice tells you to scroll instead of study. That voice tells you one more day will not matter. It matters. Personal accountability is uncomfortable because it removes excuses. If your results are your responsibility, then so are your failures. That realization can either break you or build you. If you accept it, you gain control. If you reject it, you stay stuck. Blame feels powerful for a moment, but it produces nothing. Responsibility feels heavy at first, but it produces change. Your future is not decided in one dramatic moment. It is decided in ordinary hours. The hour you waste, the hour you invest, the conversation you avoid, the task you finish even when no one is watching. These small moments shape your identity. An identity drives action. If you repeatedly act like someone who quits, you become someone who quits. If you repeatedly act like someone who follows through, you become someone who follows through. There is no dramatic enemy in your life. There is only resistance inside you. Every time you overcome it, you grow stronger. Every time you give in, it grows stronger. This is not unfair. This is reality. And reality does not adjust to your feelings. It has always been you versus you. The sooner you accept that, the sooner you stop waiting and start building. The biggest lie you tell yourself is that you have time. You think you can delay effort and still expect progress. You think you can waste today and recover tomorrow. But time does not slow down for hesitation. Every day you avoid responsibility, someone else is building skill, strength, and discipline. The gap widens quietly. You do not notice it at first. Then one day you look up and realize you are behind. Not because you lacked talent, but because you lacked urgency. The person you could have been is created daily, not someday. When you delay action, you train yourself to accept less. You often wait for clarity before you move. You say you need the perfect plan. You say you need more confidence. But clarity is earned through action, not thought. Confidence is built by doing hard things repeatedly. When you hesitate, you are not being careful. You are protecting yourself from discomfort. Growth always feels uncomfortable at the beginning. It feels inefficient. It feels slow. That is normal. The disciplined version of you understands that progress is boring. It is repetition. It is showing up when results are not visible. Most people quit during this phase. That is why most people stay average. Your habits reveal your priorities, not your words, not your intentions. If you truly value improvement, your schedule will prove it. If you truly value health, your routine will reflect it. If you truly value financial stability, your spending will show it. There is no hidden truth. The evidence is in your daily actions. When you face this honestly, excuses lose power. You cannot claim commitment while choosing comfort every night. You cannot demand better outcomes while repeating the same behaviors. The fight is not dramatic. It is quiet and consistent. It happens in private, far from attention. Fear also plays a role. You fear failure, so you avoid trying fully. You fear judgment, so you stay small. You fear success, because success requires responsibility. The stronger version of you accepts that fear will always exist. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite it. Every time you act while afraid, you reduce its control. Every time you retreat, you strengthen it. Over time, fear becomes either a barrier or background noise. That decision is yours. There is no shortcut around this internal battle. No strategy replaces discipline. No inspiration replaces execution. You either train your mind to obey your standards, or you let your moods control your direction. The outcome will reflect that choice. The world responds to what you consistently do, not what you promise yourself. When you stop negotiating with your weaker habits, momentum begins. Not instantly, not dramatically, but steadily. And steady progress is what separates who you are from who you are capable of becoming at some point. You have to stop analyzing your life and start correcting it. Reflection is useful, but action is decisive. You already know where you are falling short. You know the conversations you avoid. You know the standards you lower when no one is watching. The issue is not awareness. The issue is execution. The disciplined version of you does not need another reminder. It needs a decision. Winning against yourself is not about dramatic transformation. It is about daily proof. Proof that you can wake up when you plan to. Proof that you can finish what you start. Proof that you can control your impulses. Every kept promise builds internal credibility. Every broken promise weakens it. Over time, you either trust yourself or you do not. Self-trust is built the same way physical strength is built, through repeated resistance. You will not always feel confident. You will not always feel capable. But feelings are unreliable indicators of potential. The person you admire is not free from doubt. They simply act despite it. They understand that results create confidence, not the other way around. When you complete difficult tasks consistently, your identity shifts. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries. You start seeing yourself as someone who executes. There will be setbacks. You will miss days. You will make mistakes. The weaker version of you uses that as permission to quit. The stronger version resets quickly. It does not waste energy on guilt. It corrects the error and moves forward. The difference is speed of recovery. Everyone falls short. Few people recover with discipline. Your environment will test you. Friends may not understand your new standards. Co-workers may question your intensity. Family may doubt your consistency. This is part of the process. When you raise your expectations, you disrupt comfort zones. Stay focused on your direction. You are not responsible for convincing others. You are responsible for improving yourself. The truth is simple. You either build habits that support your goals, or you build habits that sabotage them. There is no neutral ground. Every day strengthens one side. When you choose effort over ease, you strengthen discipline. When you choose comfort over responsibility, you strengthen weakness. The outcome compounds quietly until it becomes visible. This battle does not end. It evolves. As you improve, your standards must rise. Complacency is another opponent. The moment you think you have arrived, you stop growing. Stay grounded. Stay accountable. Stay consistent. You do not need applause. You need alignment between your goals and your actions. It has never been you versus the world. It has always been you versus your lower standards. When you accept that fully, you stop arguing with reality. You stop blaming timing, luck, or other people. You take control of what you can control, and that is enough to change everything.